I was supposed to be going to the Tolpuddle Martyrs Festival, and decided that I was going to film it using a Bolex 8mm cine camera that I'd had sitting at home on the shelf for ages. Then they cancelled the festival due to stormy weather, but I still had my train tickets to Dorchester, so I decided to go there anyway. And when I got to Dorchester, I was going to walk to Tolpuddle instead, just for a day out. So there's only about 3 minutes worth of film on each 8mm reel, and so every shot counts, every shot is expensive. So I tried it out on the train on the way down, thinking that it would make for good opening shots to the short film that I was already constructing in my head. So this is Woking Station, followed by the Southampton docks. And it took me a few shots to get used to using the camera, and I was a bit overzealous with shots of the sea from the train window. And this shot at Bournemouth, which I left the lens cap on for. After this, as the train ran the tracks along the coast at Poole, I realised how essential the exposure meter actually was, if only to signal that I didn't still have a lens cap on. My train carriage was noisy, but everyone got off at Lulworth Cove except for me. I stepped off at Dorchester. But this being Thomas Hardy country, I decided I would visit both his houses, now run by the National Trust. This is Mac's house, where Hardy lived when he was famous. You have to do the tour here in order to look around, which I did. I then walked the pathways Hardy would have been familiar with to his childhood house in Higher Bockhampton. Again, you have to do a tour of the building to see it. The tour content was almost exactly the same as the one at Mac's Gate. The people in this shot I went on the tour with. The lady here started blowing her nose when I started filming. I know I would have done the shot again, but the film is so precious, and I'd reached the halfway point anyway. With the old 8mm cameras, you have to flip the film and rethread it through the camera, which I did cautiously in a big black bag I'd carried with me on the hike. Next time, I'll film something more interesting when I'm running the shutter back to the official start point, as these shots of the floor are a bit curious, but a waste. I was relieved I'd managed to flip the film though, and got a couple more shots of Hardy's cottage before I left. This one with the flowers is probably the type of shot I should have done more of. For the remainder of the walk to Tolpuddle, I decided to shoot things that I would normally photograph or video, as I was starting to relax into using the camera to its potential. This was a calm place to walk, and these are calming Dorset shots. A farmhouse in a field of swaying crops, a country road, a stately home, a church, and these crops dancing with the light in the wind. Then I reached Tolpuddle. I was hoping that the museum would be open, and I timed my visit on their opening hours, but as well as the festival, they'd also shut the museum as well, so there wasn't much to do. There were still visible signs of an abandoned festival, a few caravans, a few tents, a few security guards, and a lot of portaloos. Other than that, the village was the same as the last time I visited. The memorials are still there, and the trees. I wasn't sure which tree was the martyr's tree, but I think it was the big one. I had a few precious seconds of film left, whereby I tried to think up a conclusion to the short film in my head. I filmed the A35, which I have some fond memories of driving when I was younger, but it felt a bit out of place in a film based on rural Dorset. So I started to film some fields Thomas Hardy would have certainly walked across to his school and his first workplace in Dorchester. But the film ran out as it blurs into the sun here, so there's no record of my return. You could say in the film, I don't return. In the film, I might still be in that field, always retracing Hardy's steps. Or did I walk in the other direction and end up somewhere else? At Stonehenge, perhaps, or Christminster, or Australia, like the Martyrs.